Welcome to this week's edition of Inside Warhawk Football on UWW-TV. I'm your host, AJ Kober, joined by the new Warhawk football head coach, Jace Rindahl. Coach, you've been a part of the Whitewater football coaching staff since 2015. How has your journey led you to becoming head coach of the Warhawks?
Yeah, I'm very fortunate for this journey and being surrounded by a lot of really good people, from Coach Bolus to Coach Leopold to Coach Brezowitz, even before that as a player. And being around those great people have really helped prepare me and show me how things are done and how you should treat people and how you should run an organization. So I feel very fortunate for this opportunity and super excited, AJ.
Whitewater football has a history and a culture of excellence. How do you plan on keeping that culture alive in your tenure as head coach?
I think it's, as the head coach, you're setting the standard, you're giving a clear vision and expectations to the players, and then it's a matter of holding them accountable. But one of our objectives as coaches, as leaders on this team, is to develop a player-led culture where you got players holding other players accountable, and we've really intently tried to work on that through this past 6 months as the new head coach of the program. I feel like we're in a really good spot.
You mentioned a few of the former head coaches here at Whitewater that you've been under: Bob Brezowitz, Lance Leopold, and Kevin Bullis. How have those guys really shaped your perspective and propelled your ability as a coach?
Spending a lot of time around them, asking them questions, getting their insight, getting their perspective, and they're great coaches. They're great men, and I've been very fortunate to be able to have them a part of this journey. And just listening and watching, but having a good relationship with those guys and talking to them weekly. The biggest advice that they gave me was, Jace, make sure you're yourself and put your own stamp on it, and be your own person. So, but that's really been a part of this as well.
In your time here at Whitewater as a player, there's a coaching change similar to one that's happening right now. Lance Leopold took over Bob Brezowitz, and Whitewater won the national championship that same year. What elements of that coaching change are you looking to implement in the current situation happening right now?
Ooh, great question, AJ. Again, I think, how you go about your business and being consistent with it and not maybe riding that emotional roller coaster or treating opponents differently. I think that's probably something that I really, take pride in is being the same dude every day, being consistent, whether it's really good things happen or maybe adversity, but really approaching it with the same approach and being that same tough individual that goes about his business the same way every day. And I think that is probably something that I learned in that transition, and just getting our guys to buy into doing the little things right and taking every day and approaching it with an aggressive mentality, but being consistent and doing things the same way every day.
This previous week, Whitewater hosted a fall scrimmage. What did you see out of your guys, and really, what did you guys learn from that scrimmage, taking it into this year?
Yeah, the scrimmage was it had multiple objectives. One of the objectives was to find out, who can play and who can really fill out that roster. A couple other objectives were honoring the captains and helping families and newcomers to the program get accustomed to game day atmosphere at Whitewater. But as we look at the roster and what we came out of that is, I think we got some guys that can fly around and tackle. I think we got some aggressive cornerbacks that can cover. I think we got some quarterbacks that know how to command the field and lead. So excited to see that on display on Saturday. But, that scrimmage really taught us a lot about a certain amount of individuals, and that's going to help us as we make these roster decisions this week.
John Carroll University is your season opener this year. How do you prepare for a team like that?
Just like you prepare for every other team. You'll get into your routine, you'll get into your game week process, evaluating the film, meeting, discussing personnel. But they're a heck of an opponent. They're dang good. They got a returning quarterback who can really throw the ball. They got a couple pass rushers that are really special and talented. So we got a heck of a challenge in front of us, but I'm excited for the opportunity. I think the guys are as well.
Well, thanks for your time, Coach, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, AJ.
This has been this week's edition of Inside Warhawk Football on UWW-TV.